I'm Kevin. We're here at the Whistling Springs project in Oakville. So Lifestyles by Variance came from a referral source, friends and family who had a great experience, but also got to witness firsthand some of the work on the project by visiting the parade of homes, a couple of properties that Gordon and Rick had worked on. So I was really impressed, just the quality of work that was done, but also the attention to the client, making sure that the lifestyle of the client, what the client was looking for out of the project, what they wanted to achieve after the work was done was very, very meaningful. And being a very busy person who travels a lot, was really looking for a company and a group that were committed to turnkey managing a project from front to end. Well, again, it was the wholesome approach around starting with how do you live your life, how do you want that life to be enhanced when you're at home, to understanding preferences around color schemes and whether you're a traditional, classic, transitional, modern, and even if you don't know what those things mean, spending time with them to have them detail what that means and how these different elements can all come together. That's I think a perspective and a personal touch that seldom is available. Lots of companies out there and individuals will come and give you a quote and run through plans and construct. With Lifestyles by Variance, it's much more than that. Yeah, we started in November, demolition and moving structures and breaking concrete, and we wrapped up in April. So it was an involved project. It was over the winter time, which is an ideal time to do a basement, but egress out of the house is always a concern because there's water, there's snow, or it's cold, and I was traveling a whole lot, so I would come back and I'd see the space evolve at sort of 1 to 2 week chunks at a time. But it wasn't just me coming home and observing myself. It was constant updates and feedback throughout the process. Again, from Rick or Gord or Jennifer in terms of voice messages or emails and updates and decision point, sending me pictures and ideas and concepts that required my decision that I could make even while I was traveling. So that was an ongoing project. And I would say also the team and that are on site doing the work were fantastic. Whether it was the employees of Lifestyles by Variance leading, overseeing the project, or whether it was the subcontractors, were always very respectful of who the client was, and giving the client updates in terms of why this, where they're at, what's coming next, what are the timelines. And when I was home, always very, very open to, need your feedback on something. Can you come down and give us your perspective? Is this how you want it? So felt very, very, very involved, very, very fluid, very flexible, and very, very communicative and always updating. All of it. Again, this is what you get with Lifestyles by Variance is some builders and contractors and pieces of work, you'll like an element. What they focus on is how the whole space comes together. It's how all the elements come together to give you a whole wrap on an environment. And that environment changed through my sort of expectations, what I was looking through design, through construction, to tweak some enhancements along the process, created a space that significantly exceeded my expectations. Would absolutely recommend Lifestyles by Variance. If you're not going to in Oakville or Burlington or surrounding area engage to have at least a conversation, you're missing out on a whole lot of value. Take the time, sit down with them, have the consultation. I promise you it's going to feel very, very different, and that's just the beginning. It gets a whole lot better throughout. To Gord and to Rick and Jennifer, the entire team of Lifestyles Librarians, you've made an incredibly happy client. Thank you very, very much for all you've done, for the space you've created for me and my boys, and who knows, there might be another project in the works in the future.